a lot of our viewers and a lot of our listeners, as you know, they like to hear the behind the scenes. They watch it every week. So let me ask you this question. You guys got an awesome crew there at Game Day. You get to hang out with some of the big timers, right? Now, you guys are traveling all over the country each and every week. And I know that's a lot of fun, but what is the demeanor like, the locker room, if you will, like with that group of guys? I mean, are you guys going out to dinner, playing credit card roulette, having a good time, or what? Give us a little insight to the week in, week out with the college game day crew.
Well, the Thursday night crew, first of all, speaking of credit card roulette, me, Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and a bunch of our producers and stuff every week did Thursday nights probably for 3 or 4 years straight. I did not win credit card roulette one time. I did not pay for one bill in 4 years. It was the most amazing Cinderella run in the history of college football. It was awesome. But no, I mean, I think every week is different. Like for me personally, like I bring my son and a friend or my daughter and a friend almost every week. So I don't do as much. Yeah, I used to go out. We used to all go out to dinner, and a lot of them go out to dinner. I think Reese and Bear and Kirk and those guys will go out to dinner at a nice place, and they'll eat on Friday nights and kick it, and everybody just kind of gets to know each other. But I think Fridays are our days. Fridays, we all come in the morning, and we're all there from 8, 9 o'clock in the morning till 1, 2 in the afternoon, and we're talking football, we're talking shot, we're talking segments. Coach is pacing back and forth until the headgear gets there, and when the headgear gets there, he'll exhale and chill out a little bit. Kirk runs the meeting. Kirk is the czar. Kirk's the president. If anything needs to be said, Kirk takes care of that. Reese makes sure everything's buttoned up and ironed in, and Gene does such a good job. Like Gene Wojciechowski's awesome. He's like the teammate that was always really, really good that nobody ever talked about, because he always gave us ideas and things that we can throw in to make the show better. And he's always so good at that. So, but Jen Latta, same way there, giving opinions, giving ideas. Oh, we did this on radio. So it's just a constant collaboration, but those are the best. And then, Coach stands up usually around, 1 or 2 o'clock, and he takes his bag over to the game day, the hospitality section, and he literally just scrapes the whole table into his bag. And that's his dinner for the night. And he's got all the snacks.
Coach is a moocher?
Coach takes everything. He just wipes the whole table's clean. And then Coach goes back to his room, and by 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, he is in his robe, and it's almost bedtime. So, but I tell you what, Coach is a lesson in humility every week on the road, man. He's got such an unbelievable heart and soul, and dude loves what he does, and so appreciative to people, and so kind and generous. But man, we got a great team, and it's like a locker room, and y'all know what it's like. Y'all don't miss freaking two-a-days when it's balls hot outside and you're sweating gravy. We don't miss that crap. What we miss is the locker room and kicking it. Like Trevor Lawrence was just caught with, the Georgia gear on from a bet. You lose bets and you mess with each other. And that's the stuff that that's hard to replicate. And for me, honestly, would be missing from my life, but I get to have it in there, and I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. That's such great insight. And then real quick too, were you the pioneer of the tennis shoes with the suit game? Was that you?
That is facts, brother. Thank you.
I
appreciate you mentioning that, Petty, because listen, Kirk and Reese give me more crap every single day of the week. Every game day. Kirk made a comment this past week on game day. My wife has been begging me to wear dress pants. She's like, "You look like an idiot. Please wear dress pants. Please wear dress shoes." I'm like, "Baby, I'm a defensive lineman. I'm not supposed to be handsome. I'm not supposed to be good looking. I'm a sloppy 3 technique that's in the mud, baby. Like, you don't have to worry about that stuff." But Kirk, we're 2 segments into game day, and one of the first things, "Oh, Pollack's got dress pants on today." And I'm like, "Yes, I do. I can't tell you the whole story. My wife bribed me basically to wear them, but yes, Kirk and Reese have been giving me crap for 10 years. You should look more professional than that. You should look more professional. I'm like, bro, here's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be comfortable. So y'all just wear your old man shoes, and you look like dad, and that's fine. I'm going to wear my sneakers.
Dude, I love it. I love it. I'm going to get your address after this segment, and I'm going to send you a pair of shoes. And I'd love to just see one college game day where you're wearing, the shoes that the Trevor and Bryce Show donate to David Pollack on a shoe game.
Done. Sold. I'll text you my address afterwards.
Love it.
That's awesome, man. Well, hey, speaking of the college game day and keeping that train rolling, man, we got to ask again. So we love the locker room vibe, but what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen in your tenure at college game day? Whether that be, your favorite sign you've ever seen, what some crazy fan did, a cook-off, the celebrity picker. Like, what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen being on that show?
Man, craziest thing I've seen, the sign game is ridiculous. The sign game is so much fun. That's enjoyable every week to kind of see who's the moving target. And by the way, I got Reese Davis set up this week to get drilled. It is going to be majestic. Like, we were doing our pod yesterday, and all I did was keep just turning the wrench because Reese has been saying, like, Iowa State beat Iowa. You got to beat Iowa. So I've just talked the whole podcast. I was like, God, Reese, why do you hate Iowa State so much? And I told the fans, I was like, listen, Iowa State, I know how you can get Reese back. I'm one of the only ones that know how to piss Reese off. I'm really good at that. It's one of my strengths in life is irritating people. I go, if y'all will chant or make Fowler signs, he hates that. He's not Fowler. He doesn't want to be called Fowler. I hope they absolutely blast him. And I think there's a good chance that they will. I set it up for him. I put him on a tee, but the signs, the sloppy body guy. Like last week, we had that guy with Duke's mayonnaise. Oh my God, that was so bad, bro. I told Reese, I was like, you need to do that with your suit on. That would be amazing. But I think that's the part that makes it unique, that makes it fun. It's like, who's the target of the week? Who's getting destroyed? Years ago at Oklahoma State, when Kirk had that earthquake. The dude, his eyeballs got like 7 feet wide, and they took screenshots of it and put it on posters. And it was literally, it was the best because we got to rip on each other. So that kind of stuff is always fun. When we mess up sayings or words or something like that is always fun because we give each other crap for it.
Man, as you should, man. That's so good. I love the signs, and it's so funny too that a guy that sounds exactly like him. And so is there some animosity there with Reese? And it's so good to know that he has a little bit of an ego, a little bit of insecure side, maybe.
Absolutely.
There.
Well, I think it's funny because it's not that he cares that much about it, but we'll go places and it's almost automatic. We're out to eat and it's like, hey, Pollack, hey, Fowler. And it happens so much. They don't really look anything alike, but they're obviously the biggest voices on air and it's easy to get confused, but it seems like it happens a good bit, which is really, really funny.